Greetings YouTube, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play inside of Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR with me, Vitaly Vapour. Many thanks for coming back and joining me. For those of you who were with us last week, you would have seen that we completed the last builds here at Farm Hills. So we now have everything we need to, we've got lots of AFK farms running. Obviously down here we still need to find some additional crops for the AFK villager farms, but those are now working fine. We've got our iron farm over there in the background, which the more I look at it, the more I know why I chose the pink wool at the time, but because I thought it looked like iron ore. But the more I look at this build, it really stands out as different. I'm probably going to change that sometime off camera, but that's not our main worry at the moment. Obviously we can still see the slime farm over there, but I think it's and you can just see in the distance there the fishing hut. But now it's time to consider a new big build. So I think if I've got my map on me here, somewhere just due south of here near that mushroom island, you can see there's a small grey peninsula linked by a beach to a farm there. I think that's where we're going to go and build our next big build, and it will be an AFK mob farm. So I'm going to gather up everything I need to take with me. I won't be coming back here for a little bit of time, so I'm probably going to get a load of food and as much wood and cobblestone and iron and bits and bobs as I can carry, because I'm going to look to build a combination of Mumbo Jumbo's hugely efficient mob farm, but also with a mob sorter, just for a little bit of additional redstone. So yeah, bear with me while I just gather everything up, and I will join you when I'm over at our site of the next big build. So here we are on the peninsula that I've identified as the perfect spot that I want to build up the mob farm from. So as you can see behind me, it's connected to the mainland by all that sand. My plan is to knock away all that sand. You can probably see there in the distance my temporary base, a nice little bell tent that I've built with all mod cons. I've got a couple of furnaces in there, crafting table, some chests and a bed. So yeah, I'm going to take away all this sand, and that will give me plenty of glass. I'm going to throw that into furnaces, and then this will be disconnected from the mainland. I'm going to do a little bridge across to a nether portal, which in turn will then link to a mob grinder way up in the sky above this point here. As I say, the mob grinder is going to be based upon a mumbo jumbo design with some additional filters built into it. So I'm going to probably cut ahead, guys, to when I've done a bit of prep on this island. I'm going to also take away any natural resources I find. So yeah, I will see you guys later. So guys, to bring you up to speed, it's now a couple of hours later, and I have done a lot of excavation. As you can see, I have an entire inventory full of clay and mainly sandstone. But I also have a chest here which is predominantly full of glass. So pretty happy with everything that I've managed to find and put together. Let me just sort out a couple of these bits here. I'm just seeing, is there anything I could throw. Basically I'm going to go back to the Farm Hills now and pick up some more building materials. So if I come over to here, I can show you that this island is now completely, this peninsula is now completely separated as an island from the mainland. So I think what we're going to do now is build a diagonal bridge from this point here across, and probably put some flaming torches along the side of it, and then work out how we're going to put the nether portal somewhere midpoint along the bridge so that it teleports you to a mob farm, mob grinder, directly above the very top of this peninsula. So let's say, guys, I'm gonna make my way back to Farm Hills, and I'll bring you guys back once I've picked up all the materials. Okay guys, so I'm back in the tent and I've gathered up all the resources we need for the Mumbo Jumbo mob grinder. So as you can see here, I've got 6 stacks of redstone, 2 hoppers, 60 dispensers. I tell you what, the amount of time I had to stand next to the spider grinder to gather 180 pieces of string to make all the base of those dispensers. That was at least an hour of waiting for that. I've got 40 redstone torches, 4 sticky pistons, and then on me I've got a collection of cobblestone and some stone bricks as well. And we're going to use this to build a bridge. And obviously we've got some obsidian. And let me just find that. There we go. So the plan here is to build a bridge that goes across to the island diagonally from this point here. And then when it gets to that cliff face, we're going to build 2 nether portals diagonally that when you go through them take you to a nether portal up at cloud level. So it'll be a really cool way using the mechanics of the nether being obviously 3 times the size compared to a third of the size of the overworld. So obviously every block you travel in the nether is 3 blocks in the overworld. So we've got a bit of mathematics to do in order to get this bridge to work, but let's just quickly throw down some dirt now. So I'm in crouch mode and just trying to create this really basic diagonal pattern, which I knew would come out there, which is spot on to where we need to be. And then yeah, we can come back over here in the daylight. Let's just quickly sleep through the night before we get another attack happen. So yeah, we're going to go over there now and we're going to put down some cobblestone and actually let's take some cobblestone walls. I'm kind of making this up as I go along. I haven't really got a design in mind. Obviously I quite like some of the stuff Pigglesworth has built on his channel. He quite often does stuff that's diagonal, so sort of taking a little bit of inspiration from some of his early builds. So yeah, I'm thinking that if we have a sort of stone brick arrangement here maybe, and then we replicate that on this side, being very careful not to fall in the water. That is perfect. And then obviously over here there's another one needed there. There we go. And then if we swap this out for the stone walls, can you walk between 2 stone walls? No, I didn't think you could. Perfect. And then do the same the other side. Now I'm thinking to maybe get some cobblestone half slab for the road texture, so let's make up a stack of those. Chuck that up there, let's get those out. And then we got to break away all this dirt now, carefully. We don't want to end up in the ground here. There we go, exactly what we knew would happen. See if we can hit that one. God, the grass spawns so quickly, doesn't it? Like, literally, take your eyes off it, boom, you got grass happening. There we go. Right. Gotta love efficiency tools, don't you? Absolutely smashing our way through this now. So let's continue on with this. Great stuff. Still in crouch mode, guys, so I don't fall off at any stage. And then let's have a look. Yeah, we want one there, then one there, and then if we just break these away carefully by hand without using our efficiency tools, I think if we start that one off like so, that's probably the best way to start that bridge. I'm liking this bridge already. So now we need to form ourselves a little nook for our nether portals. Say this tool's a bit too efficient for this, but we can make it work. There we go. And then over here, they'll be here 3 by 3. Let's think. How's that going to work height-wise? Let's get ourselves out. Let's work this out with the dirt. So if that block wasn't there, and that block wasn't there, you would effectively have a nether portal that could be 2 there, and then that one. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna build budget nether portals, guys. We're always being careful of our resources in Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR, so we are literally gonna build your bare minimum sized nether portal. So 2 blocks at the bottom, followed very closely by, let's just sort out, can we, oh no, of course we can't because we're on the half slabs, aren't we? So of course, can we get over to there? No, we'd have to break this wall away for a sec. So, is it obvious I'm making this up as we go along? Let's place that one there, perfect. And then we want another one there, and then 2 blocks there, and then if all is correct, we should be able to light that, and perfect. So let's just quickly, I want to just change the material we've got behind the portal. I don't want to be looking through and seeing dirt. So let's break all that away. Let's use this stone brick. That's far nicer a texture. There we go. And then we're going to repeat the exact same thing here. And then let's get our dirt out again. Frame what we're doing. Take out our flint and steel. Actually, before we light it this time, let's plan ahead and actually place ourselves in the dirt this time. Don't need that obsidian anymore. There we go. I'm liking that a lot. So that will be the entrance up into the mob farm above. So I think ideally I don't want to see any of this obsidian. If it was up to me, and it is. This is Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR after all. So let's drop down. Let's see, how do we do it that side? Yeah, we haven't hidden the outmost edge, have we? There we go. And you kind of want that join there to not exist. Let's grab that. Again, yeah, we want both of those outermost joints to not exist, I would say. And I'm tempted to have some stairs built just to smooth all that off. So let's break away this cobblestone wall, shall we? Go into crouch mode here. And yep, just as we suspected, that is a fall down to nothing. So let's take out our cobblestone wall and replace that one. And let's see if we can do the exact same trick there. Not quite. So let's just break that away. And hop to there. Replace that wall. Let's drop down to here. And yeah, perfect. Happy with that. So we're probably going to come along with some half slab, probably some stone bricks actually to the underside, I think. Let's see if we can do that now while we got those on us. So we're going to pole our way up from that point. And then wherever we can see cobblestone, we're going to place in some stone bricks like so. See where we're coming to here. That one's in the wrong place. Pick him up when we go back down the bottom. If we come all the way... Oh, that was not meant to happen. Oh dear, right. Let's see if we can line ourselves up. Horrendous. There we go. Let's get ourselves regrouped. Right, we don't need to go all that way up. We can get away with just that. Perfect. So if we know that is the main structure, and the same that side, that one's the main structure, then we now know that we can do that and that, and that and that, and that should be the bridge supports completed. So we can now get back up the top and see how we're looking. So we'll just speed this bit up. Okay guys, I'm back up the top. I was just sleeping through the night there, and I've completed the bit underneath, and just quickly off camera I gathered us up some lovely stone brick stairs, which I'm gonna see if this will work without going through another portal. Oh no, it's too much of a pinch. You can't get back out, can you? Oh, that's a shame. That would have been a nice design feature, I think, to have that as an option. Let's see if we can get that to work at the top. I'm not going to give up on that as an idea. Just something to round it off. No, because then you'll be able to see the obsidian underneath. So no, we're not going to do that then. Scratch that. Does that mean if that was... Oh yeah, because it's 2 blocks high, isn't it? That's the trouble there. So let's just do some rounding off then. Just normal rounding off. That was a dreadful shot. I'm gonna have to climb up here, I think, in order to get to here. There we go. And then if we come to this point here, this point here, this point here, perfect. And then another stone brick stair there, perfect. And then just a couple more bits here and here, a couple more bits of dirt, just pack that out like so. That's what we like. And then that and that to there. And where's our stone walls? Let's throw that dirt out for a sec. Let's put down stone wall there. And then we should be able to put down another couple as well. Perfect. I'm gonna say I'm very happy with that. Let's break our way back and do that like so. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. That looks very solid looking, and that will take us through into the Nether. And then in our next episode, I will look to build a quick platform up and put another portal up there, and I will show you guys how we go about linking them. So as always guys, many thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, goodbye.